Welcome to the RAW podcast, and this is the Bad Blood PLE review. And we're gonna start off with Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes because some very important match should main event somewhere. Okay, Rushil, what did you think about Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes versus Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa?
Firstly, I want to talk about Roman Reigns का rigged physique. पहले वो थोड़ा jag लगता था. अभी he's into a perfect shape.
He's in cut. He's been cutting a lot.
Yeah.
बोलते ना ऐसा. मेरे को जिम का कुछ पता नहीं है, तो please correct me if I'm wrong.
So he's actually performing some athletic moves.
हाँ, I would say that the ring performance is not like tribal chief as a champion. It is more of I am fighting for something more situation. There is more josh in Roman Reigns than before.
And since रोमन का SummerSlam का रिटर्न तब से रोमन और कोडी जब एक रिंग में साथ में खड़े होते हैं ना, ज्यादा रिएक्शन रोमन को मिलता है. एंड कल भी यही हुआ. कोडी बीइंग अ चैंपियन, कोडी बीइंग द अनडिस्प्यूटेड चैंपियन, he was literally being ignored.
I wouldn't say ignored because I think people missed Roman Reigns so much. And you know what's funny? It's like it's your hometown. तू champion है, तू ring में है. And people are like, we want Roman, and I'm like, okay, I get it. I mean, Cody is a sport and it's literally planned that way. But मैं नहीं सहता भाई.
मेरे के घर पे जाके उसको कुछ नहीं मिल रहा है.
अगर डीवाई पाटिल में इवेंट होता और मैं रिंग में हूँ और अगर मेरे बाजू में जो बैठा उसके लिए चीयर करूँ, मेरे को बुरा नहीं लगेगा क्या? लाइक बोल रही कि तेरे.
Okay, so what do you think about this match?
I felt that this was a very good return match for Roman Reigns. I think everybody came out looking strong. Even with the fourth interfering spot, I guess Ollie Davis ने भी आपको ये note कराया ही दिया होगा. But I feel a lot of interference happened in this entire event except for the first one. Yeah. But yeah, I think for a return match, Roman Reigns looked amazing. Cody Rhodes was Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Jacob Fatu and Roman Reigns के ज़्यादा.
Finally, Jacob Fatu and Roman का face off हो चुका.
I am very happy with the fact that they didn't give us a lot of it because अब मुझे Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu देखना है. Like I want to see a solo match.
They just given a teaser of a film.
Exactly. Like it's like a what could happen situation.
30-second का teaser of a film.
Solo Sikoa was there.
And let's not disagree. अपन Solo Sikoa को we need to appreciate him.
Yeah.
Because this guy has been obviously has been receiving so much of hate.
I was one of them.
Yeah, and me too. So much of it, but yesterday जब after seeing him perform, I thought कि हाँ बंदे ने किया तो है अच्छा perform.
I think he proved that in the steel cage match itself. We are not saying that Solo Sikoa is a bad performer or even bad on the mic. He's just not in the right position. I think it is like point ही story का वही है कि मतलब हाँ he is not the tribal chief तो वो दिखता भी नहीं वैसे. Like I would say in that sense Solo is perfect for the job, but मुझे वो interest आया ही नहीं कभी. I don't know what was so threatening about Solo Sikoa, even though वही उनका plan था.
And did you notice one thing कि Michael Cole ने commentary table में से announce किया था कि bloodline अपना Tongans were not present today, मतलब yesterday in the show. But obviously it's a bloodline match and हो ही नहीं सकता है बिना interference.
They did the same thing in Monday Night Raw as well, where it was like Finn Balor call करके बोलता है कि भाई मैं तो आया नहीं, फिर बाद में आ गया. And then they also did the same thing when Bronson Reed को पूछा कि Seth Rollins आ रहा है क्या? वो तो है ही नहीं, but वो भी आ गया. So I don't trust Michael Cole. Like उसको जो भी news दे रहा है ना उसको fire करना चाहिए. ये क्या बात हो गई भाई? वरना उसको खुद जाके देख के अलावा बोलना. And I feel this match was elevated with Jimmy's return.
Yeah.
Elevated, and I mean it is as good of a reaction.
Did you notice his T-shirt?
Ha, yeah, they're not the ones. Why? I absolutely missed Jimmy Uso, and the fact that I think the thing is throughout all this build now, when Jimmy Uso was taken out of the injury, I didn't really miss him. But when he came back, I realized why Bloodline was missing.
An actual
something.
homecoming.
Like it felt like the Bloodline felt something again.
And what a sweet reunion, dude. Roman and moment. Jimmy ने जो hug किया, it took away the show.
It is very much like a South Indian movie scene. बोलते हैं ना, like बोलते हैं कि दो भाई मिले इतने दिन के बाद type. And it is perfect. I would say that was amazing. That moment when Roman Reigns saves Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Bloodline के पिटाई
वो खुद से भी नहीं गया. Jimmy ने convince किया उसको तब जाके गया वो.
This is the kind of character development जो रोमन रेंस में मुझे अच्छा लगता
Pure
है.
babyface.
Pure babyface moment कि भाई ने बोला तो करना पड़ेगा और किया भी सर ने. And I would say if that entire thing closed at just Roman Reigns giving Cody the title, the acknowledgement, finally receiving top guy का बोलता ना approval, I would say that he is the guy now. Then comes
So the final boss.
Dwayne. उसके बारे में लास्ट में बात करूँगा. ठीक है. What did you feel about Dwayne Johnson?
Firstly, I was pretty much confused कि Dwayne Johnson ने क्या reaction किया, उसका मतलब क्या था, उसका context क्या था.
Wait, that
He was doing 3-2-1, ऐसे रोमन को देख के ऐसे कर रहा है, मतलब I was pretty much confused. If you know, please help me. क्या था वो?
Okay, so I don't know what Dwayne Johnson is because this man has been confusing me with everything he does. All right, why? Why did you have to steal the main event? Why? Okay, मैं आता हूँ उसके ऊपर. I
Bro, but
fuming.
before the show started, there were rumors. नहीं, there were reports कि Dwayne Johnson was present in Atlanta.
Yeah,
where the
he
show was
in Georgia,
happening.
yes. And I would say that the return itself, okay, it was nice. He comes out in the ring, he sees 3 people. I think he's pointing to 3 people who he's going to finish
Yeah.
off. That could be one of the things. Or maybe initially when I was watching it, he did the 3-2-1 and he cues the music. I genuinely thought it was like just to cue the music.
मुझे तो लगा कि जब सोलो सिका ये लोग को ब्लड लाइन को भागना पड़ा ना, वो लोग ऐसा घूम के आएंगे, रॉक के पीछे खड़े हो जाएंगे एंड बैड ब्लड लाइन चालू.
हाँ, I think that was much better.
Yeah.
But like yeah, so Dwayne Johnson comes out with his fake ass championship that was given to by Muhammad Ali's wife.
Yeah.
And much respect to Muhammad Ali and their wife, but I don't think that championship means anything. Like I genuinely don't think there is a division called the People's Champion. Because if there was a division called People's Champion, Joe Hendry के पास होता वो title.
Okay, so how would you rate this match out of 5?
This was a 4 out of 5, easy. The only reason I'm taking a point off is because this was the main event.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we're gonna talk about Bailey versus Nia Jax, the second match.
Oh God.
Which in my terms, okay, this was not the best Bailey.
This match was
not-
full of botches.
I did not like this match.
Not
I'm sorry.
exactly botches. It was actually full of fuck ups.
It was.
Mess ups.
Okay, I would say this match, as a Bailey fan, as an NXT Takeover guy, I love NXT Black and Gold, as well documented in this
Yeah.
channel before. I am a huge fan of both of them, I would say at this point, but this match was not it. This was nothing like the SummerSlam match. I
I'll
expected better.
just rate this. I'll not rate this match actually. I'll just rate the moment where there was a slight tiff between Tiffany and Nia Jax. Because match से तो भाई मेरे को कुछ घंटा फर्क नहीं पड़ता मेरे को. It was my go to the bathroom match.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it was a break match. It was a washroom break match for me.
No, it wasn't that for me. I would say that this match was done dirty by placed after CM Punk and Drew. I mean, uske baad, I don't think any match in that
Oh,
PLE
man.
was good. But that match itself, I expected better out of both. I mean, I'm no one to say this, but like, yeah, like I think Nia Jax and Bailey deserve a lot more attention and care that they did in this feud. They were not given anything because हफ्ते भर हफ्ते Naomi, Tiffany, इनका जो storyline है ना, इनका the creative is not putting enough efforts into that storyline. It is the women's championship because Raw में तो women's championship का कुछ नहीं, वो बस अपना सास बहू के channel पे चल रहा है वो सब. Because at least one of those championships should mean like a divisions championship, na?
Correct.
Because it is revolving around 4 people and only one person is fighting for it. Like Naomi को भी I wanted Naomi to be in Bad Blood. It made sense because bloodline की
actually
चीजें भी
made
हो रही
sense,
हैं.
yes.
So it could have like done something about it, but no, it was Bailey versus Nia Jax. Already not happy with it and still wasn't after.
I'll straight away rate it 1.5.
I'll give it a 2. I'll give it a 2. Okay, I'll say I give it a.
I'm actually
3.
being much harsh here.
I'm not. I don't. This is the only time. Because
Yeah.
I would say Tiffany Stratton made the match much better for me.
Exactly.
And I cannot wait for her title reign. I just cannot. We'll move on to the next match, which was Damian versus
Finn Balor.
Again, an underwhelming match. I'm sorry, but like, okay, I don't like the way they're treating Finn Balor. Damian,
क्या रहा है Finn Balor के साथ?
what is happening? Okay, understandably so. Finn
I
Balor
was
is-
actually expecting Demon.
Yeah.
That-
I was like, होगा भाई.
अगर
possible.
Demon होता तो एक पॉइंट पे I would have said कि CM Punk वाले मैच का और इस मैच का टक्कर होता.
Exactly. I would say if it was Demon Balor versus Damian Priest, it would have been something. But obviously it doesn't make sense to bring the demon for Judgment Day. It's got solo ka thing. So I don't want this to be a faction thing. But this match basically put Damian Priest on another level in the sense that he's now a tough big guy. Okay, I will
Correct.
say that this match at least achieved something unlike the previous one. जहाँ पर Damian Priest looked like a fucking monster.
Yeah.
3 coup de grace के बाद भी he was like हाँ नहीं no sell और एक इसमें जीत गया.
This match was nothing but only full of benefits for Damian Priest.
Which is not bad. I wouldn't say this is a bad thing कि Damian Priest को push मिल रहा है. I will only say कि Finn Balor is buried in this match. Like it's a after 2 interference, he's a tag champion. किस बात के लिए champion है तू? Like even that championship is being wasted on Judgment Day at this point.
Correct.
So this was supposed to be the end of the feud, and I thought that Damian Priest won, and I thought now Rhea Ripley will win again because now this Judgment Day
Actually,
versus
the Shark Cage match was too much better than this.
it was initially like I thought this was gonna be the better match,
Yeah.
but no, it was obviously a Rhea Ripley match. Which was
So with
better.
that, moving on to the next match, which is the Shark Cage match between Rhea Ripley.
Oh, we did not rate the match.
Oh fuck yes.
What
so,
would you give it?
So I'll actually give it 2.5.
I'd say 2.5. I agree.
Nothing
with you.
more than that. Nothing less than
It
that.
was it was a 2.5 out of 5. Agreed.
Yeah.
Next we was a Shark Cage match between Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship.
To be honest, this was my first ever Shark Cage match which I watched in WWE.
Yeah,
इसके
before
पहले
that-
कभी भी नहीं देखा है
Yeah,
मैंने.
I think for me as well. I think a few years ago, like the commentary stated that Carmella and someone, like James Ellsworth. I remember James Ellsworth. I don't remember the Shark Cage match for some reason. But that happened, and I would say Liv Morgan's entrance was great.
It was
Like
great.
that low rider ke baad there was a packaging and everything, and then they come out with the car. I liked it. Rhea Ripley looked strong as fuck, and this match was great. I liked the match while Dominic was in the cage, and then they were giving shots, and Dominic looked scared. Like उसकी 40 पड़ी है. Like नहीं
भाई बंदा उल्टा लटक के अपने जान की
that was
ये कर रहा
scary.
है.
That was honestly scary. Like because I'm not saying everybody in their life has been upside down. I have been. Okay, मैं अटक के फंस चुका हूँ. I will not explain the story now, but it is scary. Okay,
Yeah.
blood rushes through your brains. It honestly, and that scared me. That spot itself, जहाँ पर वो chain से ऐसा लटका है, I thought एक injury पक्का. I was like done. And then we
But
had
what was the point of bringing Raquel into the
the
feud?
point of so it was a Shark Cage match, which basically was like Dominic is not going to interfere in the match, and basically they were like, okay, Dominic is not going to be the reason that Liv Morgan will win, so they needed another reason, so they returned Raquel Rodriguez, and a lot of people on the internet speculate ये कर रहे हैं कि Raquel Rodriguez ने एक botch किया ending को because she wasn't supposed to hit Rhea Ripley in front of the referee, and then she put बोलते हैं ना Liv Morgan on top of Rhea to pin her. But a lot of people are speculating that she came in too early और referee के सामने नहीं मारना चाहिए because that was immediate disqualification जो हो चुका था.
Correct.
So there was apparently a lot of miscommunication in that match, which could or could not be true. I don't know. But this return was kind of okay. I miss Raquel Rodriguez as is because she is a very good force in the women's division.
Yeah.
I think she has a lot to offer.
She
I love-
actually had a good feud with Rhea when she was
yeah,
champion.
exactly. And like I think this is a good continuation to Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez.
Correct.
And Judgment Day now has another muscle since Damian and Rhea are both out of it. They have somebody to make that faction strong, which is a very good thing. Even though the ending of that match itself, a lot of people are not happy with it. I think the Monday Night Raw with Judgment Day is gonna look better with her in it.
Correct.
Even if she's not good on the mic, Liv Morgan can be her mouthpiece, na. So this kind of pulls the story much more forward, and I would give it a 3.5 out of 5.
I'd rate it 3.5.
Yeah, I
Correct.
think I agree. And now let's talk about the match that should have main evented. Okay, so
Me being a Roman fan, I am telling this match should have been on the main event.
Have you noticed that I am not wearing a hoodie and Rushil is? You know why? Because we are on the same page for once in this video. Because imagine you working on a company throughout for 7 months, okay? And your colleague does not show up for 8 months. But he comes for 5 minutes and he gets all the cake in Diwali party. You get samosa. Max to max opening samosa, but he gets the cake. Okay? I actually hate Dwayne Johnson for this. Alright? This is the second time in 13 years Like, you were out of this company just as much CM Punk was, and you had the audacity to steal the main event again. Like, this meme cannot live again. It makes me sick.
You can't run a word against him because he's actually the board of director of TKO.
The fact-
he can do anything he wants.
The fact that Dwayne is in the main event and CM Punk is not makes me sick. Okay, first of all, this match was so good. It was definitely one of an instant classic of our generation.
I'd say this match would be my match of till now in this 2024 year.
The best match of
The
the year.
best match of the year.
Okay, I want you to go first because इसके बाद मैं सीधा rant mode पे जाने वाला हूँ. So please tell me, what did you feel about CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre?
Oh God, so brutal match. I've never seen such a brutal match in my life.
Yeah.
In my WWE fanboy moment, I've never seen such a brutal match like this. भाई लिटरली ड्रू मैकिंटायर उधर जैसे सीएम पंक ने बोला था रॉ में कि तू अपने जान के लिए भीख मांगेगा मेरे से नीचे झुक के और मैं तेरे ऊपर खड़ा रहूँगा एंड आई विल बी द गॉड. ओह डैम, he literally proved that to be true.
I mean, this is the culmination of months worth of amazing promos, amazing talent, only to open a show like Circus Bitch Boys. Why? Because Dwayne Johnson. Like, okay, this match was okay. First of all, let's talk about the match itself. We can talk about Dwayne later.
Yeah.
Okay. This match started with an amazing build over the past couple of weeks that this had to be a Hell in a Cell match. I love the fact that they did not get out of the Hell in a Cell or ऊपर जाके कुछ spot किया. नहीं, it was inside of the cage. A lot of blood.
For the matter of fact, I loved the video.
Exactly. And there was so much blood. And I think there was unintentionally a lot of blood. Drew McIntyre bled so much that the term Crimson Mask...
In real.
In Crimson Mask जो बोलते हैं ना, like the wrestling का ये, like that actually meant something.
मेरे को ड्रू को देख के रोमन का WrestleMania 31 वाला मैच याद आ गया. No, not 31.
Oh, dude. Come on. He didn't bleed at all. Like,
No. 34.
Oh, okay.
Against
That
Brock.
हाँ. I would say this was like, you know, when John Cena fought Umaga और उतना ये सब हो रहा था and like everything. I think this was one of those matches which cemented the fact कि match with a lot of story, a lot of hatred can go so much farther than just a championship match. Like, honestly, I did not miss a championship match anywhere. This was the best match. So much great character work. Like, these two guys, okay, CM Punk and Drew McIntyre both deserve all the flowers. From doesn't matter किसका भी fan हो तुम न्यू जापान के हो सकते हो, AEW के हो सकते हो, WWE हो सकते हो. It doesn't even, you don't even have to be a wrestling fan to understand how good this match was. It is absolutely brilliant storytelling. Every single callback, every single reference, every single character beats, both were just amazing. CM Punk को लोग इतना hate देते हैं कि भाई ये बुड्ढा है, ये फ्राइजाइल है, ये साला स्टाइरोफोम में रखो साले को, कांच का टुकड़ा है ये. नहीं, but he cut every single one of them to prove कि हाँ, I am the best in the world.
Yeah.
This is why we love CM Punk, because he doesn't
Correct.
talk the talk, he actually walks the walk. Only for these two to open the bloody show. Of all the... okay, first of all, this is Bad Blood.
Yeah.
Okay? It makes sense for the bloodiest match of Bad Blood be the main event. It makes sense for technically a B-level pay-per-view.
But will you see Dwayne at the start of the event?
I don't care. Yes, because you know what Dwayne Johnson did? वो आया, निकल गया.
हाँ वही माइक पे भी कुछ बोला नहीं.
I
ring
think,
पे भी आया
yeah,
था.
exactly. I think तेरे birthday के पहले ही हम लोग discuss कर रहे थे.
Correct.
He told me that Dwayne Johnson will return, and I said bullshit because CM Punk and Drew McIntyre will main event. Look at me, a naive little boy.
I won the bet again.
Look at me, a naive little boy actually having hopes. Look at me. I am also like, you know, like I was like, okay, even if he's showing up, I will tell you that he will just come in, he will make the entrance, and then he'll walk back. So we were both right for the wrong reasons. And I will say that nothing boils my blood more than just... Okay, I understand why WWE did it. As a business decision, it makes sense. Dwayne Johnson aa raha hai, Jimmy Uso aa raha hai. It makes sense for them to close the show this way. But I assumed कि अगर Dwayne Johnson आ रहा है, maybe we will have some kind of fist fight, maybe he'll have some promo. Insta live पे जाके promo दिया वो. मैं Insta खोलता भी नहीं हूँ. I'm like why? Like I'm already giving you time ना there. So you're telling me that उसके बाद I have to go on Instagram. और पहली बात तो कोडी रोड्स, हाँ केविन ओवेंस ने कोडी रोड्स पे अटैक किया, वो भी फैन से मालूम पड़ रहा है मेरे को, which is amazing, a brilliant move I would say. But like, come on, okay. This does not. I could be very wrong in this. I could be the only wrong person here. बोलते ना मैं गलत हूँ, मैं मानता भी हूँ, but I don't care. Dwayne Johnson should not have taken that main event spot. And I know for a fact, the reason I'm saying Dwayne Johnson is taking the spot away, I don't have any more words. I fucking hate the fact that a part-timer can just take months and months of work away because they had to open the show. The only way, okay, I would say that even if Dwayne Johnson wasn't involved, I would consider putting a Hell in a Cell match in the beginning because sometimes it's tough for the crowd to look into a Hell in a Cell match. हम तो भाई फ्री में देख रहे हैं या फिर सब्सक्रिप्शन प्राइसेस में भर रहे हैं, बट जो लोग ऐसे लाखों लाखों रुपए के टिकट्स भरे ना, उनको Hell in a Cell मैच यूजुअली अच्छे से नहीं दिखता. Even they look it through the screen. So if you want to send people with, and apparently Bad Blood was very expensive, like even nosebleeds के लिए $300 देने पड़ रहे थे.
True.
So to give them a proper amazing experience, keeping Cody and Roman in the main event makes total sense. Total sense without Dwayne Johnson as well, okay? So I can't say much about it. But I hate Dwayne Johnson. In general, I hate you. You ruined DC for me. You ruined Cody Rhodes ka, but it technically made it better, but you know you had to comply with us, like you were, and also you are apparently ruining WrestleMania 41 because it's not going to be Rock versus Roman, it's going to be Cody versus Rock. Like, I give a shit about you winning a championship, Dwayne Johnson. I don't care if you ruin my chances in Hollywood. I fucking hate you. Okay? I have never hated anyone. The only thing this proves is Dwayne Johnson is the best heel in the company because I fucking hate him. I fucking hate you. Okay? This match should have main evented Bad Blood. If I was Drew McIntyre or CM Punk, this is what exactly would I have done. Give a match so good in the beginning of the thing that the entire event feels flat, because that's what happened. To me, after that match, everything was like, हो रहा है, चल रहा है. अरे आए, अरे nice, चाय पियोगे, चलो. I don't know what to do now. I am drained. I don't want anything else. I don't like. This is like I woke up 3:30. मैं अलार्म लगाया CM Punk का थीम सॉन्ग के लिए, पुराना वाला. That's my alarm save. If this fire burns से उठता हूँ मैं. I woke up, I saw the match, और उसके बाद मुझे सोने का ही मन कर रहा. Like throughout the entire event, I just wanted to sleep. Even when Dwayne Johnson showed up, it was like, हाँ आया. Wow, should I clap for that? I popped louder for Jimmy Uso than Dwayne Johnson. What does that say about you, Dwayne?
Enough of hate for today.
Okay, enough of hate. I think we went over time.
Yeah.
But what is your overall reaction to Bad Blood? Like overall rating?
Overall rating, I'd give it a 3.5.
Out of 5?
5.
I would give it a 3 out of 5.
Oh, okay.
I would have given this a 4 out of 5 if the main event and the opener was switched. I would have, because the middle of the event, like the 3 matches were really underwhelming.
Yeah.
Like I would say that outside of my hatred for Dwayne or something, the main event was good. It genuinely was. Roman Reigns was fantastic. Cody was fantastic. Solo and Jacob killed it. Like,
oh, and we did not speak about Gunther and Goldberg.
Oh, yeah. Oh, apparently WWE had an announcement where there's going to be a champion versus champion match in Crown Jewel with the new Crown Jewel champion.
Crown Jewel champion. वो इसका point क्या था मेरे को अभी तक नहीं समझ रहा है.
Where is the women's mid card championship? Where is that? Like I don't care for this crown. Okay.
Where is the greatest Royal Rumble championship?
I don't know. Okay, you don't want to talk about an undisputed reign. Greatest Royal Rumble winner Braun Strowman is still undefeated. He still has a green looking championship, fucking dipped in palak paneer looking as belt. I don't know. Like, okay, Saudi Arabia has a deal with WWE. We all know that. It's amazing for the company, not for us, because it's like you're gonna have a lot of marquee matches. You're gonna have a lot of dream matches. Gunther comes in and proves why he's the world heavyweight champion. कुछ हफ्ते पहले ही उसने, तू मेरा फेवरेट नहीं है, मेरा फेवरेट गोल्डबर्ग है. गोल्डबर्ग के सामने तू मेरा फेवरेट है ही नहीं, मैं तेरे को पसंद ही कैसे करूं. My favorite line in that entire promo was Goldberg. He got up and he was like, हाँ ना, मेरे पास 3 मिनट है तेरे लिए. I'm like, fucking what? He's Gold. Okay, outside of the wrestling part, he's still Goldberg. He will still fucking kill you. he will still
One
do it.
jackhammer and you're done.
Yeah, he is a one-trick pony, but that trick works. I mean, it definitely one kick definitely ended Bret Hart's career. I still don't like that.
And Dolph Ziggler too.
Oh fuck yeah.
One spear.
Once. Okay, like the reason I don't like Goldberg is because Kevin Owens lost his Universal Championship in a squash match against, like, come on, like, so you built this entire character to be
And he
treated
even
like a
defeated
tomato.
the Fiend.
He defeated the Fiend, which was again stupid decision, again Saudi match, again this is why I don't like Saudi deals.
Yeah.
But anyways, what do you think about this new championship other than being a waste of time?
It's like a 24/7 championship to me. जिसको कोई भाव नहीं देता.
Fuck, yeah, that not that brutal, I would say. But again, this does not do any well because, okay, we know that Cody is going to be champion, we know Gunther's going to be champion. It's going to be Cody versus Gunther, and we know Cody is the biggest babyface, so he will win. And what's the point?
I'm on Gunther's side.
I want Gunther to win.
Yeah.
See, I also want Gunther to win. But we also know how WWE thinks, right? Gunther is a heel.
Yeah.
You're in Saudi, you're going to make all the faces win, so it's going to be Cody Rhodes. Like, it makes sense. It's Saudi show. The
Never
heroes
say
win.
never. It might be a shocker.
Yeah, let's hope Goldberg, like, shows up, interferes or something.
Yeah.
Something will happen. It's a Saudi show. I don't care.
We went way over time.
It's fine. I will keep I will cut down the hate, I guess. Like, I went way too much for that, but I will keep it because fuck you, Dwayne. fuck you. My life isn't going well, okay, Dwayne. I'll tell you this right now. This main event was going to fix everything for me. I was looking forward to Drew versus CM Punk more than anything in my life, and you ruined it. Thank you, Dwayne, for ruining my weekend. And that was the episode. Like, share, subscribe to the RAW podcast, and